This is today is 10th January 2023. Okay, and we have question, Leetcode question 100, same tree. So let's read the question. What's saying? Given the root of two binary tree p and q, to if this is p and this is q, okay, write a function to check whether they are same or not, and two binary trees consider the same if they are structurally identical, right? If they are structurally identical and the nodes have the same value. Okay, means if this is a root node, right, for this p tree, and this is the root node of p tree. If root dot val is equal to this root dot val, right, it means we cannot say, but we have to check its children also, right? So we'll go to check the left children, and this is our right children, right? So these left children should be exactly equal to this left children of another one, and these right children should always equal to this right children, right? We'll say that like this right children. This one should be equal to this one, this one should be equal to this one, and this should always equal to this one, like this. Okay, if these are structurally identical, means these are true. So if we'll talk about, we have two variables. Let's suppose if we have two things, we have one, right, and then we have a variable. First is 0 node and second is what, node 1, right? First what we have one node and its children is 2. Okay, like this. Another we have like this 1 and we have 2. Got it? So is this identical, right? So we have to assume if this is left, so there will be a right, and that is what, that is our null. If this is the value, is this null, right? So if this is the case we have, right, so we should always assume not like this. Okay, we should assume this, we can assume like this also, right? This will come, 2 will come here and null will go here. Let me go here. Okay, so now we can say that this is 2 here and null here, correct? But if we'll talk about this is 1 and we are saying about this is null and this is 2, so is this identical, right? So we'll check first these two nodes. Root node will check this is equal to, right, and it will return true, right? So now we will pass its left and right subtree. So this is also some value we have, 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 like this we have, right? So if I'll pass this left, right, I have to pass this left, but when we'll check this one and this one, this will not match, right? And that time it will give false, right? It will give what, false value. And similarly if we'll talk about the right child, this one and this one, it will return false. But as we have given example first, right, in which root is same, its left children is same, right children is same. Similarly if we'll talk about this one, so this is false, correct? If we are talking about example 3, example 3 is given what, this is root is 1 1, it's equal, this and this is not matching, right? It's not identical, right? These are symmetry we can say, but this is not identical. So this is not matching with this left and this left is not matching, this right and this right is not matching, right? So what we have to say, that this is not identical, and that's why it is returning false. Now let's understand the coding part and we'll see that the code section. So we are in this Leetcode browser, right? And let's do some coding here, and we'll see how to develop this one. So two things in this function, we have root node p, tree node p and tree node q is given, right? Two trees are given. Now what we have to do, we have to first we will check is P, right? If P is equal to what? Null, means another is keyword, then not and, then we can say Q should also equal to null. If both are null, then what we have to do? We have to return true, right? Because both are both are null, then we have to return what? True. Let me go a little up. Okay, now one more thing, like we will discuss. Let me increase this one. That's fine. What we have to do now? If both are null, then we will say P and Q both are null, and so we have to return true. Now one of them are null, right? Let's assume one of them are null only. See, is P is null. Let's suppose P is null. Okay, or you can say or any of, or you can say any of them are null. P, either P is null or Q is null. Then we have to return what? We have to return false. We should return false. Any of them is null, means it's either root node. Root node will not match, right? And then we'll say if we will check the value of the, right? Let's see if it's root values, right? P, we have some value, some root value we have, and equal to Q dot val, means it's root value, right? The root value is what? True, equal to, right? Then we'll say what? We'll say true. But if the root value is not matching, then what we will say? We'll say return false. What we have to do? We have to return false. But if that is not the case, right? Root is not root is matching, then we have to traverse its children, and so that we will pass its children. So we will recursively call its children. How? We will do return this P and Q, will pass. We have P, we have already checked this P. This P we have already checked here. See, parent. So now we'll check its left and right, right? So I'll pass P dot what? We'll check left, right? P dot left and Q dot left. First we'll go for the left kid dot left, and similarly left is equal, it should be left children should be equal, and the right children should be equal. So we'll update right, and this is our right. Left and right are equal. Okay, I think it's on. If you want to reduce the code, what do you have to do? We will remove this one, we'll make into the single line like this. We have did already. Okay, 3 conditions will do. P and Q is null, then we'll return true. If any of them is not true, null, right? Any of them is null, then it will say this is false. Then we'll check its parent. We'll check here. Check root node. Root node. If root node is not equal, if root nodes are not equal, if check root nodes are not equal, right? Then we'll say equals. Then what we will say? Check root nodes are equal. If not equal, then we will say return false. If not, then we will go to what? Then go to subchild tree, left and right. Okay, A and D and RIGHT, right? Let's compile this line of code. It's working. Let me submit this one. Oh wow, it's working fine. Thank you so much. Consistency key. See you tomorrow. And please, if you have any doubt, please ping me in the comment box. And I'll say that The complexity, will talk about the complexity, right? Total number of nodes we are passing. If P has n number of nodes, then it will move for all the nodes, okay? And we are taking, we are using the same value, right? In the worst case scenario, right? If this is not balanced, right? So what I will say that n will, space will also contain O of n. So both exactly will say that O of n is the worst case scenario for time complexity and space complexity, okay? So there is another approach also, the iteration. You can do the iteration way, and if you like, and then please share the code here in the comment box. Thank you so much. If you stuck in the iteration way, please ping me in the comment box. I'll create another part of this video.